I was thinking about it the other day. I show butt crack in almost every movie.
Coming up on Movie Star.
If you try to do the same thing in the second take, it's going to stink up the joint.
Give us that famous eyebrow, Jack. Jack Black tickles our funny bone, but proves he's no fool as one of Hollywood's leading funny men.
Jack Black's really funny, smart and funny, real easy to work with, fun to be around.
People are good at different kinds of things, and he's just really good at this.
Jack is essentially certifiable.
Black makes people laugh. According to film historian Pete Hammond, Jack's also a serious actor.
Jack Black is one of those comic actors that comes along every once in a while that audiences just like discover and love. You know, what's not to like about Jack Black? He's been in a lot of fun movies, he gives people a lot of laughs, but he's actually a very good actor. He's a very good actor, and I think that there's more to see of Jack Black than what we've seen so far.
Jack Black started his career as a funny character actor. After earning the admiration of movie audiences, he became an offbeat leading man. He was born Thomas J. Black on August 28, 1969, in Hermosa Beach, California. His father and mother are rocket scientists. His mother worked on the Hubble Space Telescope. Jack attended college in Southern California.
College? It's not for everyone. I'll tell you what, it wasn't for me. But I met some cool people. Yeah, I went a couple of years to UCLA.
While in college, Black worked in a theater group founded by UCLA alum Tim Robbins. Robbins gave Jack his big break in the movie comedy Bob Roberts. Black also sings background vocals on the soundtrack. Then he played a high school bad guy in the rollerblade feature Airborne.
Tim Robbins cast him in the drama Dead Man Walking. Then Jack and his band Tenacious D performed in the comedy Biodome. Black was gaining a reputation in the industry, and other up-and-coming stars began casting him in their movies. Ben Stiller gave him a co-starring role in The Cable Guy. Tim Burton put him in Mars Attacks. He worked on a Wesley Snipes drama, The Fan, directed by Tony Scott. He also appeared in the thriller The Jackal. In 1998, Jack worked with Tony Scott again in the Will Smith thriller Enemy of the State.
Either he's getting ready to do something with it or he doesn't know he has it. Or he doesn't have it.
Now 30 years old, Black was making a living, but he wasn't famous. After Enemy of the State, writer, director, actor Tim Robbins hired him for the drama about art and politics in the 1930s, Cradle Will Rock. John Cusack co-stars. In 2000, John Cusack produced his own movie, High Fidelity, and suggested Black for a co-starring role. Jack plays a caustic record store clerk.
It's really a fun character to play. He's so mean, and he gets so much pleasure from that. Something really great about that. Now, I know we don't have any customers, but I thought that was, a bad thing, not a business strategy. I'm not as mean as that. I don't really... Although, yes, I am kind of mean, but only with my good friends.
High Fidelity follows a record store owner, played by Cusack, who reviews his past relationships. The comedy is directed by Stephen Frears, who asked Cusack to go the extra mile in order to get an on-screen reaction from Black.
There's this one time John slapped me around a couple times, and I was really angry at the time because I was like, excuse me, that kind of stung. Cut. I said, cut, Stephen. What up with the slap? No, I didn't do that. But then I saw it in the film and I was like, wait, that's really funny. I'm still a little mad at him.
If you want people to be startled, you create something startling. It helps them.
Both Black and Cusack were pleased with Frears' direction.
He sort of sees himself as sort of an alchemist. He lights little fires over here, and he'll push you in this direction here, and there's always some master plan.
He put me at ease. Whether that was by insulting me or by just being kind to me. He would use different techniques to just relax me. And I don't know if there's a more important thing to have.
Frears and Cusack encouraged Jack to improvise.
There's some physical improv, but I stuck to the script. They encouraged me to lose my mind. I went completely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and then they would rein me in. Say, come on, Jack, bring it down. 3.5 notches.
Black's performance in High Fidelity impressed critics, and the comedy earned a cult following.
John Cusack, who is never uninteresting as an actor himself, he had this film stolen by Jack Black, and I think that's where people really saw Jack Black. And the reason why Jack Black works so well in High Fidelity is he's authentic.
It's been a crazy, crazy ride since then. Gotten a lot of good opportunities.
Jack Black was building his career. He followed High Fidelity with the comedy Saving Silverman. Black and Steve Zahn play guys who try to save a buddy from marrying the wrong woman. Jason Biggs co-stars.
It's a very real theme, I think, and real characters. Of course, we exaggerate the situation for the sake of comedy, but it's different because it's funnier than all the other teen movies that are out there. Man, plain and simply, this is just funny.
I could maybe put together a better dream cast if you did give me, over any period of time. But right now, in 2000, yeah, I put us up against any trio of comedic actors. We'll go at it in a cage. Just act off.
Another cast member, Amanda Peet, beats up Jack in the movie.
After Saving Silverman, Black appeared in the drama Jesus' Son. In 2001, he became a leading man with a starring role in the romantic comedy Shallow Hal. Bobby and Peter Farrelly directed the movie about a guy who's hypnotized into only seeing a woman's inner beauty.
I like the track.
Oh, she's a gambler.
Jack Black sees a woman who's 120 pounds, and he falls in love with that woman. He's a shallow guy, and it's him coming to the terms with the reality that she is not what he thinks she is, but being so in love with what's in there that, he can't let her go.
Farrelly chose Jack Black for Shallow Hal after seeing him in another comedy.
Saw him in High Fidelity. We were looking for somebody at that time. I was with my wife. I thought, this is a guy. He's perfect because it was the exact look we wanted. He had a real confidence. He was able to put his personality up there. He's much softer in this movie than he was in High Fidelity, but you could see he could carry a movie.
What's up? What did you want to talk to me about?
Shallow Hal co-star Gwyneth Paltrow is an Oscar winner.
When a talent like mine comes along, it takes a talent like Gwyneth's to match it.
They have 100,000 women and children who need medical attention and food, and they want my help.
How could you be so selfish?
I'm not that comfortable around Gwyneth for some reason. She's too pretty or something, and it's hard to function around. You know what I mean? Around women that like stunning, it's like Fumbalaya. But when she's in the fat suit, it's like, yeah. So what's up?
During the Shallow Hal premiere, which Black attended with his girlfriend, actress-comedian Laura Keitlinger, he was asked whether there would be a Tenacious D movie.
It is not ready. It needs more works. But let me just say that there will be no D wine until it's D time.
Shallow Hal made money and was the most watched pay-per-view movie of 2002. Black's paycheck was $2 million. Next, he made the comedy Orange County, written by his next-door neighbor, Mike White.
And then this was one of those weird experiences where everybody you hoped would do the movie ended up doing the movie, so it was a lucky day.
Orange County follows a Southern California teen who dreams of going to Stanford University. Black plays the loser older brother. Catherine O'Hara and John Lithgow are the mom and dad. Jake Kasdan, son of director Lawrence Kasdan, directed the comedy. Colin Hanks, actor Tom Hanks' son, is the teen.
You should sue, man. This isn't right. Sue the school.
Shut up, Lawrence.
He's probably the best actor at his age right now. The kid's a comer. He'll take all comers.
Black impressed his Orange County co-stars.
There's some times where I would completely ruin takes because I would be laughing too hard. That's just, if something's that funny, I can't help it. There was some of Jack's stuff, some of the best stuff that Jack did in this movie will never see the light of day because I was laughing over it.
Jack Black's really funny, smart and funny, real easy to work with, fun to be around.
Moviegoers love Black's next release. He voiced a character in the animated feature Ice Age. The family filmed earned more than $170 million. 1 year later, he had another box office hit and a starring role in The School of Rock. Mike White wrote the script specifically for Jack. It's about a wannabe rock star who becomes a substitute music teacher.
He wrote it for me, man. He called me up. He said, I got this idea for a movie I want you to play the lead in. I said, what is it? Substitute teacher, frustrated musician, failed rocker.
Not only did I write it specifically for Jack, it was kind of inspired by just living next door to Jack and knowing Jack and wanting to write something for him that was more tailored to his, skills as a comedian and as who he is as a person than some of the other movies that I've seen him do recently. If he had not wanted to do this movie, I would have probably just thrown the script away, because it's not something I would have wanted to see with somebody else in it. It was just totally for him.
Action!
Black was also good with children.
He'd put on like these really funny little shows, and he'd just crack like the whole crew, everyone up.
I saw a little ad in the paper that said looking for 9 to 11-year-old drummers, keyboardists, and pianists to act in a movie with Jack Black. I'm like, hey, I love Jack Black.
It was a movie that was mainstream as it could possibly be, but it was also a little bit edgy for those mainstream audiences, due to the rock and roll angle of it all, and it was a very clever premise. It was one of those perfect kind of vehicles to take Jack Black from the edge and put him into a mainstream audience picture.
School of Rock helped Jack's career. He earned a Golden Globe nomination from the Hollywood Foreign Press in the category of Best Performance by an Actor in a Musical or Comedy.
It was no surprise that he got a Golden Globe nomination, because they have a category for musical and comedy, and this was a performance that blended music and comedy, as well as any.
Alec, Daniel, Billy, and Stephen have remained busy since Alec first broke into the entertainment business 24 years ago. But the brothers from New York